do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause I love you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you do not know me, my name is Noelle Tamara. To all of my new subscribers, if you're a returning subscriber, I want to welcome you back to my channel. Before we do anything, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications for my videos. I'm sorry, it's my sister-in-law dog, Sagey. Let the people see you. We're dog sitting for her, Sagey. All right, get down while I do my makeup. All right, guys. So what's up? Thought she said my name. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about self-worth. And the only reason why I'm on it is because it's funny that Essence had came in the house. She was like, oh, I seen like your ex or whatever. Because Essence know, like, I used to date like older men or whatever. And when she said that, I was just like, girl, who? So she said the person's name. I'm just like, next subject. Because y'all, I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, at one moment, I have what you consider daddy issues. So, in my past relationships, I used to be accepting so much BS, yo. Like, I was tripping. I'll never do that no more. Like, I used to be so young and so dumb. And when you start really like understanding like what you deserve, you just be looking back at old people like, I'm tripping. Like, I ain't tolerating nothing. Like, when I was young, like growing up, I always had like anything I wanted, like financially. Like, my mom had an amazing job. Like, for her to be a single woman, like she does like mortgages and things like that. So I always grew up with like having anything that I wanted. Anything. It was like not off limits to me. But one thing that I didn't have growing up was like that actual like love, like unconditional love. Oh, I just color corrected a little bit. It might be a little orange with my NYX Conceal Correct palette. You see my brushes? Ooh, they so dirty. I gotta wash them. Gotta get my life. But anyway, growing up, I was always like alone and stuff because my mom, she was like always at work. Like, mom, if it's a bag to be made, my mom gonna get it. She's 100% gonna get it. And it was like my dad, like, y'all see my dad in one of my vlogs. He's like, he's him. He's Robert. He's Robert. I don't want to say my dad is a bad guy because he's not. But as far as like constantly like spending time and things, like, no, I really didn't have that. I more so like live with my mom like full time. And, you know, I would see my dad. But I don't know. It's like complicated to like explain. So basically, I always was like alone, or I was always like doing what I wanted to do, like growing up. So it was like I always felt like I was lacking something. Like, yeah, I get what I want, but it's like, dang, like sometimes you just want that love, affection, and like attention and things like that, like from your parents. And I just felt like dang, like My parents always busy, y'all. You know, like they always got something to do. My mom always at work. My dad, he busy. My dad was a business owner. He owned a barbershop. My dad actually had 2 barbershops. In this area, a lot of people like know who my dad is because he was a barber and he cut so many, you know, people's hair. So he had a successful business, but it was like I never felt that much of like a priority like to either one of my parents because they had other things, especially like my mom. My mom will work like constantly, so it was just like, dang, like I'm so tired of being alone. I have like an older brother, but he was like older and would be out doing his own thing. So it's not like me and him was what you consider like close. Like to this day, we're really not close. Like I'm not gonna knock it. Like he tries in his way. So I'm not going to try and put him down either. But, you know, we got like a little bit of an age gap. We're like 8-9 years apart. So it's a little bit, it's like a little different. But again, he's trying. So I say, you know, like when I started like dating, I had like my first boyfriend at like 12 years old. I had like my first boyfriend. And I don't want to hear no one sit up here and say, oh, you fast, oh, this, and that. Mind your business. It's not what we talking about. So, it was always just like, dang, like, I want a boyfriend, so it's like, I'm not alone. Like, I had, like, a friend group or whatever, but that's another story time for another day. But it was like, dang, like, I'm getting so much, like, male attention. And it's like, that's what, like, I want. Like, I want to feel, like, loved. And it was just, like, all my boyfriends and things, they were, like, mad older than me. And that's, like, what I liked. Because it was, like, oh, I want, like, basically, I guess, like, the love you would say I didn't get from my dad. You know? So it's just like now I'm older and like it was like, let me just go back. I told y'all I'm gonna be like all over the place. I wanted like all of this like love per se, and I was finding myself like in bad situations, like abuse, like physical abuse, mental abuse. And it was not a good situation. Like, I've been through so much, and people day to day, they be like, oh, you ain't been through nothing. No, I'm just the type of person, like, I don't look like what I go through. Because I always just feel like, do people want to know because you care, or is it like, do you just want to know because you nosy? It's a difference. Like, when you ask people questions, sometimes you gotta stop and ask yourself, like, do I want to know because I care, or do I just want to know because I'm being nosy? Because a lot of people are just flat out just being nosy. You don't even care about that person's well-being or what they really going through. You're just being nosy. So that's like what it was. So I was in my first abusive like relationship at like 14. Crazy. It's crazy to say it now, but I'm glad I've grown. Domestic violence is not okay. I don't care if it's girl on girl or male on male or male or on female. Like, domestic violence is never okay. Like, keep your hands to yourself. And that's one thing I love about like being with Essence. We vow like we'll never put our hands on each other. We'll walk away before it gets crazy, because ultimately we're still 2 women. Like, and it could ever, at any moment, we could ever be like,
it's up. Like, what's up? Especially me, because I get a little worked up. So yeah, so I found myself like in all types of situations, bad situations. Okay, just want to make sure y'all can see me. Bad situations, dealing with things that I don't have to deal with, settling for things, and it's just like, you just can't do that. And I was just young and just dumb and just trying to find my way, searching for things that I needed, not knowing that I gotta find like those things like from within. And it was like I hit like 21, I started to go to counseling because I started like breaking down, because I was like in a bad situation. I wasn't living at home. Me and my mom, we was like at odds, and it was just like what was it? So literally it was just like, dang, like my life was in shambles. I'm telling you, life was horrible. But no one would know that, because for the most part I would just walk around with like a straight face every day. And it's just like, if someone don't, my biggest thing is now with self-worth is, don't let nobody tell you more than once that they don't want you. Don't let nobody disrespect you because they can. And when they say they're sorry, the best sorry is change behavior. All the things that we always see on social media and we repost the memes, it's like we should live by that. Like self-worth is important, especially with us like being young women. Like self-worth is extremely important, because at one moment I didn't have that, because I was so used to toxicity, I was so used to abuse. It was just like second nature. Like, okay, me and my boyfriend, we gonna fight today, and that's fine, because we gonna make up. And it's like, that is not normal. That is toxic, and that is crazy. That is not normal. But for me at that moment, in that stage of my life, it felt so freaking normal. And my mom used to be like, why do you sit up here and you keep on putting up with this? And I was like, I don't know. But I was out here searching for things that really wasn't on anyone else to fulfill them but myself. I had to learn how to fulfill and be whole with myself. That's why I was just like, it was crazy like how I got to with like Essence, because I wasn't even looking for her. I wasn't looking for anybody. I was really content, like before I met her, that I'm just going to be single. I'm just going to do me. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to be feeling like I'm clocking nobody. I just don't. I was like, but that's when you know you find your person, because everything falls into place the way it's supposed to. Alright, and the crazy thing is, she wasn't even looking for me either. She was not beat. If you see our how we met video, if you didn't watch that, go check it out. We was not looking for one another, and that's how you know that we met, because everything just happened organically. But I'm glad like I met her when it's just like, you know, I know what I want, I know what I deserve. It's okay like in the moment where we do that whole, excuse me, I had something in my lash, when we did our whole tricking off stage, like you just be out here tricking off with dudes and stuff. But after a while, like for real, that stuff get lonely. Like it get lonely, because when you really laying in that bed sometimes and you really just going through things, they do not care to hear about your day. They do not care to hear about you feeling down, because it's gonna mess up their mood, because they want to be up and partying and going to the clubs. They do not want to hear that you do not feel like your best self. They do not care. And unfortunately, that's the sad truth. It'd be fun, but when you start going through things and life starts to hit you emotionally and you're just like, dang, like help me, I'm drowning. Child, they be nowhere. Yeah. Self-worth is important. Don't be staying with nobody that's constantly cheating on you. That's out. Ugh. I stayed getting cheated on. But you know what? I ain't even care, because I was cheating back.
Damn.
You hear Essence, she in the back doing commentary. I started getting cheated on and I was cheating on them too. So that's why I never really cared.
Hey.
It was up. Yeah. So, like, self-worth is like really important. Extremely important.
Self-worth is extremely important.
Okay.
Amen.
He's so eggy. So,
Stay with Noel.
I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm really all over the place. It's hard sometimes for me to gather my thoughts. Cause I like to wing stuff. It's hard for me to like really just gather my thoughts. But I don't know. I just want to see all my women doing good. Like, I want to see all of us doing good. I want to see us all in thriving relationships. If you want one, I want to see us all like bossed up. Like, sis, go get your bag. But also, while we get our bag, I want us to master balance too. Don't be all about your bag. I mean, be all about your bag, but know how to balance like life and things outside of that. But no, I'm so glad I did. It's crazy that I found my self-worth and I was cool. I was so cool with being single. I was so cool with loving myself. I was so cool with being with my friends, going out, doing what I wanted to do. Then I had the nerve to fall in love. This is crazy. Because I was not looking for it. These things that you was not looking for, it's amazing. And for that, I'm glad. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And this makeup is turning out pretty decent. Especially for me to be rushing, because sometimes I feel like I do not do good makeup when I'm rushing for myself. I just don't. But I don't know, y'all. I feel like I got like a second burst of wind somewhere. Like, I don't know. Even though I turned 28 and I'm sad because I'm like, I'm old. I'm so happy. I feel like I've learned so much. I've learned so much in a short amount of time. I learned so much from being with Essence. That's some real stuff. I learned so much from being with that woman. And maybe because she's older and Essence has a lot of wisdom in her too. She helped like elevate down bottom on the second right. Yeah, she told me like, oh, these are things that you need to do. It was just like she's seen more worth in me. Like, even when it comes to me like doing hair and stuff, like she'll ride me like, charge more, do more, like do this, do that. Like, she be seeing more in me sometimes than I see in myself. And honestly, sometimes don't feel bad. Like, sometimes you need somebody like that. Like, if you're always like me, I've always been that girl that was always like strong for everyone else, and I never like poured that energy back into myself. So then like when it comes to me, when it comes to me, I'm like mad drained because all I did was keep on pouring into other people and I wasn't even refilling myself. Yeah.
Don't you think it's gonna be hot? It's 80 degrees outside.
So yeah, guys, sometimes you just need that extra push, especially like when you've always just been that strong one for everyone. You gotta be strong for you. You gotta be strong for you. more than anything. And that also goes apart into on how you pick your partner and who you choose to honestly do life with, because anyone that cares about you, male or female, they're going to want to see you do good. And then if they really care about you, and not jealous of you too, because you can also lie down at night with someone that's really jealous of you, that don't want you to do good. Like every time you tell them about something that you want to do, if they're constantly knocking it down, that's a red flag. And that's someone too that you honestly may need to get rid of, because I was there too. I've been in a relationship with someone that was like fake happy for me, and anything that I tried to say I wanted to do, it was always like, well, do you really think that's for you? Maybe you should go and try this. Maybe you should go and do this. Maybe you should go and do that. And it's just like, but this is what I want to do. Why aren't you supporting me? Why aren't you supporting me? And I've learned that sometimes the people closest to you don't really want you to do good because they don't want you doing better than them. And that's a sad thing that I had to learn. I had to learn that, and that hurt me when I had to learn that. But ladies and gentlemen, I just say ladies because on my analytics more women look at my videos. Know who you are. If you're unsure, my advice, don't get in no relationship. It can literally turn into like abuse. You don't need, I don't want to say that. I take that back. I don't want to say that because it's some people that might come into your life that might help you along the way. However, look out for red flags. And one thing I learned about red flags, and God or whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, they start so subtle. They're so subtle. They're never like in your face. It's always subtle, and it gets louder and louder and potentially become more obnoxious. So let me finish up my makeup, and I hope you ladies and gents remember self-worth, self-love. Work on you so you could be good for you before you deal with like other people. And just understand it's a constant thing, because we're always evolving. As we get older, we're learning new things about us, and it's okay to like something this year and not like it the next year. It's okay to start over. Some women feel as they get older they don't want to start over, but sometimes starting over is the best decision that you can make. So yes, don't ever be afraid to do that. And I'm going to finish this makeup so I can get dressed. The time is winding down. Our reservations is at 8. I'm going to speed up the rest of the video. If you don't know, my name is Noelle Tamara. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Leave all of your comments down below. I would love to get like more interaction and things like on my videos. And I would love to get some of you guys' opinions and things that you would love to see on my channel, because I feel like I have so many ideas and I don't know if I should just like throw everything like out there at y'all at once. So just let me know like what you're into, what are some things that you want to see out of me, and I'll be sure to produce. Bye babies, I'm about to speed this up. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. My actual battery on my camera died. I need to actually buy another battery for this camera so that I have more than one. This is the finished look. Definitely the finished look. And this is my outfit. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, y'all, so this is my outfit. I got this jacket from Shein, crop top from Shein, these shorts. Gotta make sure where she at, cause Sage be right up under you. Got these shorts from Shein, blazer Shein. So let me see. Can y'all see? Shoes, boohoo. So this is just what I'm wearing to dinner tonight. So nothing too crazy. I just gotta roll up my sleeves.
What you do to me, between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the